students, I'm Alexis and I go to Cudahy High School, and today I'm just going to be talking about some new things that are happening this school year. So as we know, things are going to look a little different. Our main focus is keeping everybody healthy and safe. So we're just going to go over some things, making sure that everybody is on the same page. So the first thing that I'm going to make sure that you know how to do is we want to make sure everybody knows how to wash their hands properly. Washing your hands is going to get rid of all of the germs off of your hands and make sure that we're not spreading those germs to our friends, or our friends are spreading germs to ourselves, and we don't want anybody getting sick. So we're just going to go over and make sure everybody knows how to do that. So we want to make sure that we are washing our hands for 20 seconds. So that means if you sing the ABCs while you're scrubbing your hands, that's how long we want to do that. So you're going to turn on the water and you're going to make sure it's warm, it's not like burning hot, and it's not too cold. So you're going to get your hands wet, you're going to make sure, and then you're going to put on your soap and you're going to scrub your hands, and that's when you start counting. The minute that soap touches your hands, you're going to start scrubbing. You're going to scrub in between your fingers, your palms, the back of your hands. You want to try and get underneath your fingernails and your wrists. So once you're done doing that, you're going to stick your hands underneath the water, make sure all the soap is off. Then you're going to get your paper towel. You're going to try and use your elbow to use the lever to get the paper towel. You're going to dry your hands from the fingertips to the wrists. And then you're going to get a new piece of paper towel and you're going to turn off the faucet, because we don't want to touch that faucet because the faucet is dirty. So that's how you properly wash your hands. And if you don't have the option to wash your hands, or you're just out and about doing something, you can use hand sanitizer. So if you go to the store, there's a bunch of fun hand sanitizer flavors. I just went and I got my back to school hand sanitizers. I got a blueberry pie one and I got a pumpkin marshmallow latte one. So if you go to the store, I'm sure you can find like something fun and make back to school fun and interesting. It doesn't have to be boring and strict rules and stuff like that. I'm also sure all of your teachers have hand sanitizers and they'd be more than willing to share with you. Just ask them where that is. But anytime you're sharing something or touching things that other people touch as well, you want to make sure you're either washing your hands or hand sanitizing. We just want to make sure that you're safe. We want to make sure that your friends are safe. And speaking of sharing, I know sharing is really nice and fun, but we want to make sure that we are limiting that as much as possible. So I know that's sad, but we just have to make sure that everybody's staying healthy. So if I had this yo-yo and this is mine, and my friend had this Rubik's Cube, and we wanted to switch, we're just gonna have to not do that, because we want to just make sure everybody's germs are staying to themselves. And unless you like sanitize it, so if you get a wipe and you clean it off, but that's a whole thing. We just want to make sure that we're limiting it. We want to make sure you're not getting sick. The next thing that I want to talk about is make sure that we're keeping our hands away from our face, because if you get germs on your hands and you touch your face, when you touch your eyes and your nose and your mouth, that's how the germs are getting into your body. So we want to make sure that those germs are staying away. That's why we're washing our hands so often, in case we by accident do touch our face or touch something else and give those germs to somebody else. We don't want to do that. But try to make sure not to touch your face. Don't play with your hair. Don't rub your eyes even if you're sleepy. After you sneeze or cough or something like that, make sure you're washing your hands or hand sanitizing, because we don't want those germs getting into your mouth, into your nose and stuff like that, and we don't want that getting on your hands and then you giving it to your friends. Just want to keep everybody safe. The next thing that I'm going to make sure that you guys know is how to wear a mask. So I'm sure if you've gone to the store or something like that, you've had to wear a mask, but I just want to make sure that you're doing it correctly. So here is my mask. I have little dolphins on it from the zoo. So what you're going to do is these little straps are going to go behind your ears. and you're gonna make sure that the top part is right where if you wore glasses where those would rest. And this part is gonna be down by your chin. And I know it's a little hard to hear, so when you're at school, you're gonna have to talk really loud. Make sure that people can hear you, but why we're wearing these is because when you talk, there is droplets that come out of your mouth. And when you breathe too, it's the same thing. And we wanna make sure that those droplets aren't coming out and getting by someone else because those carry your germs as well. So we just wanna make sure that everybody is staying safe. We don't want anybody getting sick because that's not fun. Also, some masks have wire in it by the top. So if your mask is like sticking out like this, if you just push on it and bend it to your nose, it'll stick. Mine doesn't have wire in this one, but other ones may have wire in it. So if you want to push on that, that works too. So that's everything that I just wanted to go over and make sure you knew all this stuff. So we're ready for the school year and everybody's staying safe and healthy. Bye!